Hell yeah. It's happy hour, y'all.
Hell yeah! It's Dizzo time, y'all!
Streaming live and alive from the Midwest, it's Big Daddy Dizzo.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere! Big Daddy Dizzo, the weekend warrior! It's happy hour, let's blow off some steam! Hell yeah!
Hell
Rise up like Dizzo! Hell yeah! It's Dizzo time!
Let me be the first one to welcome you to your weekend. You made it. Golf clap for you. I know it was a hard week. It was a hard week for me as well. And it's always an effort, right? It's always the toughest effort. Usually when you get it right around Wednesday night, Thursday, you're like, it just so wants to be Friday. And this week was no exception. Wednesday came, and I think I even said it on the Wednesday night live squad stream. I'm like, it so wants to be Friday, but unfortunately it was not. But we got through it, and that's what's nice about the Wednesday night live squad stream is me and the boys, we get together, we play some games, kind of helps you get through that hump on the week, and then, you can get through Thursday, which, we all affectionately refer to as Friday Eve, and we know you can do it, and here you are, you made it. So, again, golf clap to you, congratulations, you made it, and you are now standing at that proverbial doorway to your weekend, and let me be your concierge, your white glove service for your weekend. So what we're going to do here, if you're new to happy hour operation, first of all, welcome. We call this H20 around here. We do this every week, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where it's just you and me. We get together, we slap asses, we blow off steam from the week, and I get you ready for that weekend and get you primed, get you dialed in, as they say, for that weekend. And no matter what other's going on tomorrow, man, you got chores to do, you still got to work tomorrow, you're one of those folks keeping the lights on for the rest of us, well, we do applaud your efforts there. But still, man, you're going to have some free time this weekend, aren't you? I mean, you're not working 48-hour weekend shifts, are you? Well, maybe you are, but if you are, let me just say this. First of all, thank you again for all your service and effort. We appreciate you keeping the lights on for the rest of us, but you got to have some downtime, man. You got to make some time for you, because what do I always say? We're not living to work, we're working to live. And I know that you are putting in your time, making your dollars so you can enjoy some free time, and I hope you get some time this weekend to recharge those batteries, as they say, and kind of get you some time for yourself. So short of that, we're here. It's happy hour, and we're gonna get some drinks going here. We're gonna do our toast time later on in the episode, as we often do. Hey man, this is the last episode of October. Can you believe it? Next week, when we meet up at the same time, it's gonna be November 1st. That's nuts, man. Where did this year go? It just went just like that. It's just crazy, man. I was just looking. I was sitting in the bar a couple evenings ago. I was sitting in the bar. I was looking at the NFL schedule on the wall, and here it is, week 8 already. Now, truly, there's a lot of football to be played, but already week 8, man. It's like, it's just, where is the time going? It's just kind of blowing by. And I know that, they say as you get older, things go faster because you're not paying attention to all the moments like you did when you were a kid. But come on, man. I'm sitting in my work, watching the clock go like it's, a slug through molasses. And then on a weekend, I wake up, and before I know it, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon already. So something's weird with the way the weekends and the weekdays are. It's our perception, obviously, but it isn't fair. So let's make the most of our time together here today. And let's talk about some things that are important. Before we get into week 8, we're simulating week 8 of the NFL. We're going to be playing Tennessee Titans at Detroit Lions. Of course, we'll be playing as the Lions, but we're going to be simulating week 8 here in just a second. I want to talk to you a little bit about Black Ops 6. Let's check in and do a pulse check on Black Ops 6. Now, if you've been a regular watcher of the Big Daddy Dizzo channel, especially the Happy Hour Operation stream, you know that we have made a concerted effort, what's the word I'm looking for? Conscious, not concerted, a conscious effort to not play Call of Duty, this next drop of Call of Duty that just released. And not for any other reason other than the fact that, haven't been happy with the last couple of releases. Couldn't see doing a rinse and repeat on my wallet for yet another, $70 to $90 to whatever dollars for the same type of title. And you know what? I'm looking at the reviews and I'm looking at the streams of other players playing it, and I'm not disappointed. I'm not. I mean, granted, I'm curious, just like any of you folks who've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. I mean, we've been long-time players. We've talked about it here on this channel. This channel was born playing Call of Duty. I mean, that's how we started. We cut our teeth on this channel playing Call of Duty. Boy, we've come a long way, man. But still, it's still in our blood. And, when Warzone dropped on day one, we were in there. And when Verdansk closed down the last day, we earned our banner and our badge, and we closed it down like all the rest. And we moved into Caldera, and we moved into El Mazrah, and we went to all those other places, and we played and played and played and had a good time, bitched about Plunder coming and going in the playlist, and we played Resurgence Island, and we did all that other fun stuff and had our time, but that time got old, and this last round really kind of did it for us. It kind of killed it for us. And me and the squad, we all just kind of collectively decided, after a collective sigh, as it were, that, I just don't think we can do this again. So we decided to go elsewhere. And so as you saw on this channel, we've played some great games. I mean, Helldivers 2, Remnant 2, we played the finals. Right now we're currently playing Hunt and Showdown, and we're having a great time. And you can see it on our live playlist. It's just some good gameplay there, some great fun we're having. And in fact, tonight, the boys and I will be playing again live around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. More Hunt Showdown, having a good time. And I would certainly suggest and humbly request, that you drop in, say hi in chat, and just kind of check us out for a little while. Open up a beer, sit on the couch, and watch us for a little while, and go on your merry way when you've had your fill. But the fact of the matter is, getting back to Black Ops and Call of Duty, we just couldn't see getting back in there again. So I've been reading the reviews. I saw IGN gave the campaign an 8, so the amazing 8. Which is great. It's wonderful that the campaign's getting good reviews. I mean, I've said this before, working in software development myself, I have high respect for all the developers that work in gaming, because first of all, it's a very volatile industry. You never know if your gig is going to just dry up underneath you, even before you even finish the work you're working on. So that takes a certain mindset to do that kind of work. But, the other side of that coin is, you never know if something's going to take off. And I know that for years, Call of Duty has relied on the franchise name to get the sales. And I think even this year, they're seeing that, the old standbys like myself and the squad, you can't count on us. We're not coming back just because it's Call of Duty. It has to be something special. I'm heartened to see that they're getting good reviews. Now, it's a little early for multiplayer reviews yet, so I want to see what those are. I've already seen some gripes from players and stuff. And I'll be real honest with you. I've looked at the graphics for the game. I don't know, man. I mean, it almost feels like it's too cartoony for me. So maybe, it's a step backwards for me. I don't know. That's my opinion. I feel like it's kind of maybe not quite where I would like the graphics to be. So I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm hoping Warzone is in a better place when they light up Warzone for Black Ops 6, which I think is coming next month. And that's great because I want to get in there and I want to play it. And because it's free, I'm going to probably download it and play it. And then, of course, Verdansk is supposed to make its ceremonial return in February, I think it is, or March at the latest. Well, you know damn well we're going to be back there for that. I mean, we miss Verdansk. In fact, those were the best days. There's another streamer who's out there who released a wonderful review of Warzone since day one to now. And, he said the same thing. The best days ever for Warzone were when Verdansk, well, at least the very first iteration of Verdansk, and perhaps the second generation. It was the 1984 version of Verdansk that was probably the least favorite of most people. But, just going back in time, dude, I mean, if you look at some of our earliest Call of Duty streams that are still on this channel, you'll see our Verdansk plays. I mean, we were having a freaking ball, the squad and I. And this is going like in the Wayback Machine, man, like going back several years when Verdansk and Call of Duty Warzone was first released. I mean, Ralph and I were in there playing as a duo. I started out playing alone before Ralph even joined me. And then Ralph joined me as a duo, and then Jason joined us about a year maybe later. I think it was Halloween. Maybe it was just after Halloween of that first year that he joined us. I don't remember. But, and then he's been playing with us ever since. So what is that? Multiple years, 2-3 years now. And we had a hoot of a time. And in fact, I was just looking at the first haunting that Verdansk did, and that was a blast, man. That was a ball. And again, that was some of the best gameplay we saw in Warzone. Now, granted, everyone's got their feelings and their opinions, but when the cheating started to get on a rise and things got out of hand and they were rinsing and repeating, and then Caldera came, and Caldera was just, I mean, it was cool at first, but then it got old really fast, and they tried to improve it, and then whatever. El Mazrah came out, and that was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And El Mazrah actually wasn't a bad map at all. I think, I wish it was a little more, what's the word for it? Because it has its urban areas. It has the downtown. It has the, those buildings, but there was a lot of desert, man. And I get it. It is a desert, but just there's some parts about it. I didn't like the mountain in the middle. Stayed away from that a lot. I'm thinking of Caldera, excuse me. El Mazrah. What was it about El Mazrah we didn't like? There was just some wide open spaces we didn't like for El Mazrah. And then they tried to bring back in some of the old faves like Storage Town and the store and stuff, just because you can't replace those things. Those things were awesome from Verdansk. So that was a little bit jumping in the shark a little bit. So I know I'm really interested to see what the new Warzone is going to be like. I'm not too jazzed to say that if they're going to have the same graphics of what I'm seeing right now in multiplayer, if I'm going to be all that excited about it. Really, I thought that the last version of the Warzone graphics were the best. I really thought they were fantastic. So we'll have to see. Like I said, they're a little cartoony right now the way I'm seeing them, but maybe it's going to get better for Warzone. We'll see. Until that time comes, I'll take a look at Warzone when it refreshes, and I'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll download it here as a special thing in November and play a little bit. But right now, it's not on the radar. We're having a fun playing Hunt Showdown, and we're looking at the next thing, whatever that thing's going to be. We're playing Madden here on this stream. And we've also got a number of other games that we line up for game nights and for, happy hour operation. And we're, me and the boys, we're constantly looking for whatever that next awesome thing's going to be for us to play as a squad. So lots of things, lots of options, more to come. And of course, as the year trips over, I know there's a bunch of great games that are coming down the pike. I was looking at a stream just the other day that showed some great open world multiplayer games. Now, I'm not interested in more run and gun, runner looter things unless they have something cool going for them. So, we don't want to keep rinsing and repeating on that either, because that gets old and you guys don't want to come and see that same shit all the time. But if it's cool and it's got some real reason for it and it makes sense to bring it to you guys, we'll certainly do that. But whatever. And one last rant about Call of Duty, or one last observation, as it were. The paywall audio, the improved audio experience, the spatial audio. I'm not so sure about that. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look online, do a search for Call of Duty audio. And what should come up is some videos and some stories about this new option. You can pay $20 and you can get improved spatial audio for your gaming experience. Well, I think another content creator put it quite well. He said, this is probably good for campaign, but he didn't think it was going to be worthy of $20 for multiplayer, despite what they're saying. It's supposed to be better for hearing footsteps and stuff. Well, I mean, you're pushing on an old wound right there. I mean, we as players for Call of Duty have been complaining about the footsteps in the game for how many versions of the game now, ever since Warzone came out. And you're just kind of playing with our feelings. Whether or not this actually does anything for multiplayer remains to be seen. It's too new. A lot of content creators are not even engaging with it. They're just saying it's not worth the money. So, maybe it is. I'd love to see if anybody plays it and they bone up the extra $20 for it. But what I'm mostly concerned about is, does this open the door now for t-shirt sizing video gaming? So are they going to create a basic game that's stripped of all the things that we've come to expect in the quality and fitness of these games, like less than stellar audio, less than stellar graphics, maybe, certain gaming aspects that you can't do things without paying for stuff that's, behind the paywall. I think this sets a somewhat frightening precedent that you're going to get some muckety-muck in accounting is going to say, hey, maybe the players have to pay for hands. No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be funny? You get a character, you get all the greatest weapons, but you got to pay for hands to hold the weapons. Wouldn't that be something? That would be ridiculous. But I'm just saying, I think it sets a precedent, a dangerous precedent that, you're now, because they're already hit a ceiling. They know that they are not going to be able to charge much more than what they're charging for these games already. I mean, for the special editions, you're at $100, right? And so there is a very real ceiling there, and I think they're going to get to a point where they say, well, okay, fine. Then we're going to do what all the food merchandisers are doing. We're going to give you the same size box, but we're going to put less stuff in it, less quality, less product. So, we're going to charge you the same amount of money for these games, but you're not going to get the audio experience. You're not going to get the graphics experience. So you're going to be losing maps, so you won't have access to certain things. So basically, you are now having to pay extra for the full game. I mean, it's an interesting business model for sure, but I think it's going to piss a lot of people off. And I think this first foray in this audio thing for Call of Duty is them dipping their toe in how much can they get away with. How much will people pay? So now you're paying whatever it is, $70 for the title, for the basic title, but then you have to actually bone up another $20 for the audio. What's next? I mean, where do they draw the line? Obviously DLC's always going to be behind, the option's always going to be behind an optional paywall if they want to go there. But, what else is going to happen? I mean, what else are they going to charge us for? I mean, are you going to no longer see free Warzone? Are you no longer going to see free DLCs, free weapons? Are you going to have to pay for everything? If you want to have a certain perk, are you going to have to pay for that? I don't know, man. I'm just saying, from a gamer's perspective, I don't even have my businessman's hat on. From a gamer's perspective, it sets a dangerous precedent. And I just think it's something we all got to, keep an eye on as players, because I fear that if all of us throw more money at it, they're going to keep going down that route. So vote with your dollar, as they say, and don't do it. Don't give them what they want. Anyway, I think it's high time that we start thinking about what we're doing here today. So I've talked long enough. And we're going to simulate Titans at the Lions. Now, this game, as you see it here on the screen, the stats are true to life. The Titans are 1-5, and the Lions, of course, are 5-1 after beating the shit out of Minnesota last week. Well, they didn't beat the shit out of them, but they did win with the field goal at the end. And but it was a great game to watch. And now they are top of the NFC North. So what you're seeing here on the stats are true, and it's wonderful to see. I grew up as a Detroit Lions fan. I grew up in a household where my dad watched the Lions and unfortunately passed away long before they ever got to where they are today. I mean, he's been gone for 20 years. And to see them doing the kind of playing that they're doing now, old Pops would have been just beside himself like we are. We're just loving it. As Lions fans, we are just loving seeing what these guys are doing this year and last year. I mean, Dan Campbell as a coach is just a fantastic coach. And to see these guys, all of them stepping up to the marker to give it their all every week, out to do their best because they don't want to let each other down. It's the measure of a team. It's the benchmark measure of a team, and it's damn fun to watch, man. I can't wait to see as the season continues how well they do. Now, for all intent and purposes, they should win this week. It's just because the Titans are not in great shape and they're 1-5, and the Lions are like right now churning at 5-1, top of the NFC North. So hopefully they'll win. And we'll see where that goes. But that's neither here nor there. I think we need to get started. So let's jump into this. We're going to play the full game, as always. We're going to play as Lions, as always. Did I tell you how damn glad I am to be here?
It's week 8 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see David Montgomery. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Titans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is...
First of all, I did not mean to hit timeout. I was trying to stop the game so I could talk to you. I just wanted to say, guys, this little rant I did up front about Black Ops, by no means am I bad-mouthing Black Ops. I just giving you my opinion because you guys have been along with me for the ride. But I'm damn glad to be here today and damn glad to come at you guys as I do every week. I want to thank you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is what we do here. We have a good time, and I hope you're going to have a good time with me. So let's get started.
They intend to rectify both.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Levis. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hopkins on the slant. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Well, these guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
They needed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Levis from the shotgun. into the hands of Okonkwo. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. From the gun, Levis.
Yes.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Fear leads to suffering.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, they go with Pollard. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
Oh, boy,
and the
stop him.
Lions into a nickel set for third down. Shotgun now for Levis.
Yes.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis.
Oh, yeah.
And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out.
She already said that.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. After that pick, here's Levis. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 32. He's on the move.
Come on.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Levis back to throw. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
defense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there.
I don't know what that was. Thought I had him.
And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Thought I had him on the first one.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
Sometimes I would like fake commercials to play you in the middle.
We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Completed to Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win. And that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him.
What the fuck is he talking about? We didn't have any interceptions
well, that's
last
the bar
week.
He wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
We didn't have any interceptions last week.
Drive starts
And we
out with
fucking
a first and
kicked
10.
ass. Squeak it out. Suck it.
A give to Montgomery to start the drive. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. This is Montgomery running right. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
I love breaking off an explosive one.
Receiver in motion going left. Off play action, Goff. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
That's dumb.
You know, that is such a bummer because as a quarterback, gosh, you got to give your receiver enough space and enough real estate to make that catch in bounds. That was off just enough to carry the receiver to the sideline before he could establish possession.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
That's what Dan Campbell would
Here we
do.
go with Montgomery. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, it's gone.
Oh, come on.
It isn't holding up.
Hold
They're
the
able to drop
fucking
it.
pocket, dude.
And the big play drives
That's
them
twice
backwards.
now they
Second
didn't hold
down
the pocket.
coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
All right, here we go. Second down. Motioning the tight end left. After the sack, another pass on second down. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing this back in the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
It's going to be tough.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates.
Yes.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Puppy.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Titans with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Levis setting to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Levis to the air now.
Where the fuck was he going? He's going to get a beer at the concession.
And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, baby.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop?
Yeah, right.
That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Where the fuck were you going?
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away.
Punting from the concession
Lions,
stand.
Khalif Raymond. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Starts the return at the 34. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A toss play, Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Oh, That vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. He finds some space again. And he will get this to the end zone for the Detroit touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Titans take it over, not much time remaining in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Levis here on first down. This one falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing is Levis. Pass taken in by Pollard. And the defense gets there.
Did not want to go down.
Small loss.
Last play of the half.
On third down, Pollard.
Woo.
And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Chicago heading to our nation's capital to take on Washington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Ravens locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter.
She's so excited.
Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far.
Nice return.
They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
In his own goddamn hands.
Running left, it's Montgomery. And And he heads out
I
of
did not
bounds.
mean to
Great
go out.
pickup on that run. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Is that Kiss? Sounded like Kiss for a minute there.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. David Montgomery with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Throwing now on first down. Levis.
Yeah, Hutchinson.
Holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them back.
So sad that he broke his tibia.
Take a look at that scoreboard and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and long, here's Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Jar it loose like a
I think that
bad...
was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He's got it at the 24. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And the Lions will go on offense.
Oh, yeah.
They'll head up, 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff running right, Montgomery. He spin, avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Breaks down the spin cycle. He's in. Touchdown. The Lions keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more.
See that juke?
David
Did you see that
Montgomery
juke?
with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He
Look at that.
found a
Yeah.
seam, got
No,
through it, and he
denied.
was gone.
You know, it's one
Yeah,
thing,
baby.
Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that
Right.
can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Levis now on first down. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
The give on second to Pollard. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Dude, I've become a big fan of
Only a yard on the
Anzalone.
pickup, so that's going to bring
Really
him
have.
to
I
third
mean,
down
last
and
year I was
3.
pissed off because he would draw some fouls
Not
and
a
shit,
ton of
but
yards, but
really
still
become a
showing
big
that
fan
commitment
of
to the
his.
ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Right back to Pollard.
Get him, get him.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Slot man motioned over. From the 46.
Yes.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here's Levis.
Oh, shit.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Takes it in at the 26. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
I don't like those dudes over there, but we'll figure it out.
Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44.
No,
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery.
Oh,
And he won't
loss.
salvage that. It's
Fucking
a loss
loss.
on the play.
Not cool.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair.
Thankfully,
It's
for the
Lions
Titans,
football,
yeah.
and they've got to be happy about this lead to start the 4th.
Brought to you by Advil. Not really.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll run again with Montgomery. He gets the first and more to the 35. And he has it all the way down to the 8.
I love the
big
cheat. I
chunk
love
of
it.
field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Whoop.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Once more, it's Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions running them out of the building. David Montgomery with the touchdown.
Running them
His
out of the
4th
building.
total score of the game. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Levis. Escapes the pocket.
Come on.
He'll step up, and there he goes.
I hate when my guys get
Protects himself
stuck
with a slide there
and I
after a
can't
decent
select the
gain.
right play.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
My God.
That's Carlton Davis.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, my God. Nothing to say. Commentators are speechless.
Ball at the 33 for first down. A give now to Montgomery. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and that will set up 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions continue adding to an insurmountable lead. David Montgomery
An
with the touchdown.
insurmountable
His 5th total
lead.
score of this ball game. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will.
Dude, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. There's
game.
no air in Ford Field. It's a closed stadium. That's such bullshit.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away.
No wind at all. That's such bullshit.
Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Titans ready to take over on offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well.
The opportunity, well, it's long gone.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
And now they're playing for pride, Brock.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hutchinson
Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Levis. He's on the move. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So out now comes the punter. And he's been one of the players of this game.
He's the only one playing in this
Averaging
game.
over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Picked up at the 38.
Oh, no. I was
And
going
he
to
rips
say.
this all the way to the red zone. Excellent return. He nearly took this one all the way. A huge return that easily could have ended in 6. And they'll start this drive in the red zone. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Montgomery. He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what? 1? So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're
never
looking
seen
for
this
here, Brock.
before.
Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin.
No, we have
There's
it.
no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Yeah, I already figured that
2nd
was
and
the
3
case.
now. Here's Montgomery. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. David Montgomery with the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding
understand that. I don't fucking understand that fucking shit. I hit the meter correctly. I'm still within the fucking uprights, and yet it does this fucking shaky shake shit. What the fuck is that all about? That's cheating.
Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him.
Yes. Well, yes, it
Offense
is, Samantha.
ready to begin this drive.
Whatever
First
your name
and
is.
10.
He's speechless.
Putting a receiver in motion. Levis from the shotgun.
Oh,
Hutchinson! They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10
That should be a
sacks.
penalty. Fuck that.
Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? And he had enough time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out. I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Third and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Calvin Ridley. So that brings up fourth and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he made the stop at the 46-yard line.
I'm being a dick.
The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Probably the last play of the game.
This is Montgomery running right. Down at the 35-yard line. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
He wants me to run and call it done.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
If I get this, dude, this would be amazing. Let's see.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Firing one deep for the end zone. And this is into the end zone.
Oh, that would've been
It was a win no
sweet.
matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's
Great
over.
fucking game.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Great game. Great fucking game. Well, if you're a regular watcher of the Happy Hour Operation stream, you know at this time every Friday we get in here and we belly up to the bar after a long, well-fought game, and we kind of reflect on our week, get you doing that final send-off before you get ready for your weekend. Again, just getting you dialed in for that weekend. So raise your glasses again. Here's to you. I want to thank you so much for all your continuing support of the channel and everything you guys do. I mean, some of you are regulars in chat, some of you comment in the videos, and I really appreciate it. And we've been growing our numbers, and I appreciate you getting the word out there. I will ask, if you are new to the channel, you like what you see here and you want to see more of it, you should subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and frankly, it'll get you ground floor seats, as they were, to the squad, and you'll be a member of the squad, and you get first rights to all of the, first rights of refusal for the seats, as they were. But no, it gives you, premier first awareness of the things that come to the channel. We do have some subscriber-only content exclusives that are coming up that we'd like you to be part of. So just something to consider. And if you like this video, of course, like it, because that gets us some traction outside our group. And the more people that like the video, it gets out there to all kinds of folks that don't even know who we are, don't even know that we exist. So I certainly would appreciate that as well. Well, again, the weekends are made for life, right? I mean, that's what it is. We're not living to work, we're working to live. And, with the weekend here, I'm just going to tell you, do all that you can do to recharge those batteries, get yourself ready for next week. But, don't even think about next week. Just kind of get started, get yourself in there, have a couple of drinks if that's your thing, watch some of the sports. There's going to be a great football game on Sunday, Lions against the Titans at home, which is amazing. And of course, there's some great hockey going on right now. Looking forward to that. I'm going to actually be going to the hockey game after the Lions game, so I'm looking forward to that. Big sports Sunday for me. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to take in some of the leaves. We're going to go on a little bit of a tour, hit a couple wineries, have a good old time, enjoy it Midwest style. So, well, wherever you are, whether it's here in the States or outside the country, no matter where you are, Big Daddy Dizzo channel, love having you as our guest. So certainly keep coming around. We love seeing you. And, for what it is worth, we do this for you. So if that means something and you like to be part of something positive, something to look forward to every week, this is right up your alley, man. We're here for you, and we're looking forward to seeing more of you. Don't forget, live squad streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, sometimes around 8, like it might be today. We'll see. Me, Ralph, Jason, playing some of the greatest games that are out there right now. Tonight, we'll be playing Hunt Showdown. You can catch that live or in the replay. We usually have it in the live squad stream playlist. And then, of course, this and all the episodes of Happy Hour Operation as well in its own playlist. Love you guys. Take good care of yourself. If you're going to be out there Halloweening, be careful. Don't drink and drive. And for God's sakes, man, take good care of yourself.
Hell yeah! It's on time, y'all! Grab a cold one and sit your ass down! It's 5 o'clock somewhere!
And with that, that'll be it for this week. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Happy Hour Operation. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you saw today, please hit that like button. It helps the channel gain traction on YouTube, and I'd love to reach more people just like you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I got one question for you. What are you waiting for? It's free. It helps you stay up to date with all of our latest episodes. Plus, you'll get first access to new content, behind-the-scenes fun, and plenty of exclusive tips to make your weekend even better. As always, stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And for God's sakes, man, it's the weekend. Get out there and make it happen. We'll talk to you soon.
He's a weekend warrior, Big Daddy Dizzo. He's not messing around. Hell yeah. Rise up like
as my boy Big Daddy Dizzo.
Thank you.